initially you will face many issues when you do your lab setup because this is so much complicated. This is VMware and Eve either in GNS3. When you don't have a proper idea about these devices, so you will stuck at the beginning to set up your lab. So because we install here and these are our setup, big IP, we import them, we just install, we configure and we assign IP. The first interface I make them automatic and which is bridged, and you can do it any doesn't to be a bridge. Because I have a LAN segment and net and host, so I thought maybe I will use a new concept. So it's become like a four different, but it can be the same as well. You can choose a loopback as well. Now the question is, by default in VMware Workstation, three interfaces configure automatically. If I go here to my interfaces, so whenever you install VMware Workstation, it's created two interfaces. But there are three things. VMware Net Adapter VMNet 1 and VMNet 8. This 8 is called NAT as well. And NAT means it will give you internet. If you have internet in Wi-Fi, so internet will go there automatically. If you have internet through cable, automatically this VMNet 8 will get the internet, it will NAT them and will provide to your device. And the other one is the host only. There is no internet by default. These two interfaces created automatically whenever you install VMware Workstation. And DHCP is by default enabled. The first IP assigned here automatically. It say I get this IP through DHCP. And this range will be changed in every machine. Maybe when you check your one 192.168, 137 maybe, but my one is 145, and this one it should be also changed in every machine. In my case this is 114, and from where they getting this range? So if you come here, edit virtual editor, come here and edit. So it's getting from here. NAT is getting 114 and 145 is the host only. And you see there is a DHCP enable, and this is the DHCP range. DHCP is enabled here, it's showing here. The DHCP is enabled on VMNet 8. And gateway of this is always second IP. So whenever you are using this interfaces and you need a next hop, so you have to type this IP. Means second IP automatically is being the gateway. First has been, I show you, is being assigned to these interfaces automatically 1, and if you click here, so 1141 and the next one is for this one, and let me show you this one as well, 114.2. Two things clear now, but there is a third one as well which is not showing here. Two interfaces automatically at DHCP enable, and it will get automatically some subnet. It will be changed in every machine. If I say change setting and it open again, so there will be a new third one which is bridge VMNet 0. So it means three interfaces are already there by default in every VMware Workstation. Bridge means if you look your one, maybe it's automatic, and automatic will not get IP here. This the issue you will get first time. So when you import your device, and if you say fconfig mgmt, okay, sorry, mgmt, so there will be no IP. In my case, this is 100. So this is the first step. You will get an issue. Why? So you have to come here, change setting, bridge, and choose the interface where you are physically connected. Maybe this is Wi-Fi and maybe it is your physical interface. And those interfaces are mentioned here. This is my VMware loopback is mentioned this one. You can use the loopback as well if you don't need internet on this interface. So in my case, I choose my Wi-Fi, and my Wi-Fi range is 100. That's why I get this 100 range. This is the first step which you can get an issue. Now going back, so it means we have three interfaces: VMNet 0, VMNet 8 and VMNet 1. If you need an internet, so it means you need a VMNet 8 interface, which we call it a NAT as well. So that's why the third interface of this lab I set up as a NAT, because I need internet later on. This one NAT, and it can be NAT, and also you can do it like this one as well. Look at it's NAT and 8 as well, and the last one is host only, and it can be choose from here as well, VMNet 1. So we call them VMNet 1, we call it host only, we call them VMware Workstation Host 1. So don't confuse, there's just the name, VMware Network Adapter VMNet 1. And here they call them a shortcut name. So this is the same thing. So that's why the first interface, you don't need to touch them and don't care about this one. This is a bridge interface. You can choose any other interface. This is for the management. These are the three interfaces which we require. This one is for LAN, this is WAN, and this is the HA. So let me cancel because I changed them by mistake. So let me go back to show you. Okay, so now coming back, LAN segment. Now why I choose a LAN segment? I didn't choose any interface because in every interface there is a DHCP enable, even though I can create a new interface, but it will make a confusion for you. I see many students, they follow CBT nuggets, and what they done, they create when they change setting. My old student, which they already took the videos, either they took training from any other instructor, so every instructor told them to create new interfaces here. Look at, you can create so many. Then they don't know, they're totally lost here. So many interfaces they created, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then they say, what I need to do, I don't know how they are connected, I don't know. So that's why I always follow the default one to be easy for you. So that's why I don't want to create a new interface, because there is a new way to create a LAN segment. These are my LAN segment. You can create LAN segment from here. Sorry, this one. So many you can create, and just put them in LAN segment. And the new device also put them in the server, so it will be connected like a switch with each other. So the second, which where my data center server will be connected, I choose a server. And the third one is because this is external one, so I need an internet, so I choose the net. And host only I don't care, because I will connect a new device as an active passive, which I require later on. So this is the interfaces setup, which I show you yesterday, and now I show you again three interfaces, and I created LAN segment. So this is the way. The management is bridge, which will take from my Wi-Fi 100 range. In your case, it can be different. So this is management 1/1 interface. Now coming here, if you come here and see the interfaces, look at 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Now you will confuse. This 1.1 is where is connected. This is the second thing when I see the student, they confuse. So let me go here. Where is the VMNet English? This one. Let me open and show you both way. How to match them to the big IP interfaces and these. So let me take this one and this two together. So this 1.1 is basically this interface. Keep in mind, not this one. Remove this one, the first one. 1/2 is this one, and 1/3 is this one. If I need a new interface, just add from here, it will come automatically here as well. So don't touch the first one. Now you will say, why the first one? By number, the 1/1 has to be the management. Yeah, you will think like this. No, let me prove you. What is the MAC address of 1.1? This is the MAC address. I'm here, okay, in the big IP interfaces list. And I copy this MAC address and go back to here. What is the big IP? This one. and click on LAN segment. I say this one, yeah, the first one. Click on advanced and click the MAC address. Okay, let me copy and notepad. So if it is the same one, so it means you are connected to the right interface. Is it the same? Yes. 002908660F. So it means I am connected. The 1/1 is basically LAN segment. Let me go back. What is the MAC address of second interface? 1/2. Let me copy this one, which is ending on 19. So let me paste here. And let me go back to my VMware setting and go to net and click on advanced and check the MAC address. Look, it is the same. 191966, and definitely the third one will be also like this. So let me take the third one from here and advance and copy, which is ending in 23, and go here 23. This is what I see in the students, so that's why I'm always teaching at the beginning this. I know you're gonna be bored. You will say, what the hell are you are teaching? You are teaching us VMware, either you are teaching us local traffic manager. But if you cannot do the lab properly, then no need to take this class. So that's why I'm trying to. So this is the LAN segment, which is internal, and the 1/2 is the net, which is external, and 1/3 interface, which will our host only, and it will be our HA. And this is our topology. So this is our big IP. External, we will assign them 114, because in external we are using this range 114, but I will assign them 100. For LAN segment, we will use one range, so I will assign to my internal IP 1.1, this one, 1.1, 1.100 IP, and 3 server. I will show you from where to get the server. Okay, and management, I am connected through 100 bridge 100.100. So external I will assign 11400, internal 1.100. HA, ignore this part, this is later on. And here is my management and 3 server. Now I need a 3 servers. From where to get server to test them? Because this is a load balancer, the traffic will come from outside, it will distribute on all servers. So I need for test purpose 3, 4, 5 servers. And now I have a system with 8 GB RAM. Can I run this? Yes. So for server option, we have two best solution. One is Silitas 4 and the other is TTY Linux. TTY Linux is the best one. It requires only 32 MB RAM and only 32 MB hard drive, which is good for nothing. From where I can get this? Just click on this one. Let me take you to this website. There is some professor, some lecturer, he made this. This is a small tiny Linux, which you can everything is there, by the way. In this TTY Linux you will find FTP, HTTP, SSH, all these things are enabled automatically. So I came this website and go down. So this is Silitas. This require a bit more RAM, so I don't need this one. But this one is TTY Linux, and default username is root and password is password. So I need OVA file, either OVA. Yesterday we discussed what is OVA. So it's up to you which one you need. So let me click on this one and download a small one, which is 6 MB only. Look at, you can download them quickly as well. Okay, so it's been downloaded with TTY Linux. Okay, and I think so, let me download this one. One of them is you have to run it directly. So TTY Linux and 6 MB. Okay, I download them. So let me go to download and compress. This is TTY Linux. Let me unzip them on any tool. Okay, and this one I need. Yeah, so it's better to download this one. The other one will require a bit more time, so it's better to make them more easy. So how we can install this server? Go to file, open, and the one which I download and compress, and here is TTY Linux. and choose this one and give them a name. Suppose we will say server 1. Server 1. This is our server 1. Give them a location. Anyway, I will import directly here. I need 3 server. Don't worry. We will make a copy, but we need to configure one server. So this has been imported. This set is done. Look at it. Say this server is enabled SSH, HTTP, and FTP, and root password is password and password. Root is the user and password is the password. So it's ready. Now how we can use them? So click on the interface. Okay, and change the interface from bridge to what? LAN segment. And which LAN segment? Which we decide to use. LAN segment. Okay, from this range. So it means this is, if I say LAN segment here, suppose I choose, I don't know where I give them, server or what one. I need to go back here. It has to be in the same one. It means you are connected with the same switch like. So the local interface is this LAN segment, yes, servers. So I choose servers here, and also I choose in the server 1 as well. You got the point now? So if I click here, it means it connected like a directly with cable servers. But I need to assign from same range IP. So click on this one and start. We just need one server, a bit of changes, not that much. And also it's not required. So this is TTY Linux. Click OK, and it will start instantly. It not required a much time to run it. It's a small Linux flavor. Okay, so it will start. First time you need some configuration, otherwise I will share with you with configuration, so you just need to run it and use it. So we say the username is root and password. Now I'm logging. Control L to clear the screen. Either you can type clear. Fconfig. So there is no IP address. Now this is the only thing you need to configure yourself, because it's getting IP through DHCP and there is no DHCP. We configure our own. So what you can do, type VI. VI is an editor like a notepad. Okay. Go to etc. etc is a directory in Linux. Sysconfig, this is system configuration directory. Network script, where the network interface details are there. Okay, and we need the first interface, this one EH0 ETH. This is interface 0. So what I need to do, FCFG E0. This is 0. Okay, I need to configure this one. So VI means the editor. I want to configure this interface, and open is a VI editor, Vim editor, VI editor. You can use any and enter. So now these are the default IP. I need to change it. So we say that in our case, server 1 IP has to be 1.1 and default gateway has to be 1.100. So it's okay, so easy. Let's change this to, okay, click I, okay, to edit. So delete this one with the backspace and give them 1. Network is this one, network mask is this one, and gateway we said it should be 100. And remove yes from DHCP2 and make them no. That's it. I change the IP from 120, there was by default 20. I make them 1.1. I change the gateway and disable the DHCP. Now press escape button and type colon WNQ, means write and quit, and type clear, fconfig. There is no still IP, because whenever do you do some changes, you have to restart the services. So services network, you have to type yourself. Auto is not working. Restart. Restart. Now you will see our IP. So clear and fconfig to see the configuration. Here is the IP. So my one server is ready. Okay, now I need a new server, so I can take a copy, but before taking a copy I need HTTP server. So HTTP server is already there. Where is that HTTP server? So let me show you. Go to CD and home, then THTP, enter. ls means to show directory. There is an index page, index HTML. I can see this one. Let me show you by cat command, index.html. So it's written hello world, but I don't need hello world there. So it means DHCP is enable, sorry, HTTP is enable, FTP is enable, SSH is enable, but I want to change this keyword. So what I can do, I will say again vi index.html and click on I means to edit, and click delete button, either backspace to remove hello world. I don't need hello world. Here I need server 1. So server 1, server 2, server 3. And we can assign them a color as well if you need, but anyhow right now I will say server 1 and press escape colon WNQ. Now if I say cat index, so there is server 1. That's it. My one server is ready. That's it. This is the only thing required for the first server. And now make them off and click on this server. Go to manage. Here is a clone to take a clone. Next, but keep in mind you have to create a full clone because we need a separate server. So I say create a full clone. Next, and give them server 2 and remove this one. I don't need this clone. Server 2 and finish and done. Now server 2 is here. Now on the server 2, because we need to change two small things, IP, only the IP, and the server detail. Instead of server 1, we have to type server 2. So it will start after a while. Now I'm in server 2, okay, but I create a copy from server 1 like a clone. So control D and control D. This is the only thing in this server. When you cannot shut down properly, then you have to type 2 times control D to come here. So username is root, password, and if I check, the IP will be 1, sorry, IP is 1.1, but I don't need this IP. So what I can do, you can go up arrow as well. Those things are already here. By the way, it's let me write down myself. I need to etc sysconfig network script and fcfg eth0 and change only one small thing. I remove 2, escape W and Q, and then service network restart. No, it means I write services network restart. That's it. If I check fconfig, so now the IP is 2, and now I need to go to cd home thftp and then ls. There is index, write down vi index and change. Why is hello, by the way? I think so I didn't save last time. So I and remove this hello word and type server 2, okay, and type escape, write and quit cat index.html. So now is server 2 is showing. That's it. So my second server is ready now. Okay, let me on server 1 as well. Can I ping with these two with each other? Because both are in the same subnet, means it's connected with the same server, because I gave them the same LAN details. Both are the LAN segment server and LAN segment server. So it means they are connected with each other. So let me go here. So yes, both server 1 and server 2. Control D. Okay. Root and password. Fconfig. So 1.1. Let me ping 1.2. Yes, I can ping the other server. And let me see why the cd home thftp and ls cat index. Yes, hello world, and that one I changed it, and here I forgot. So let me quickly change them. Vi and type index.html. Maybe I didn't save, so that's why. And that one it's okay, but here, so I and sorry, I is already pressed, and type here server one. Escape w right and quit. Cat index.html. So it's now server one. It's okay now. Okay, so my both server are ready, and this way you can create the third server as well. So we reached to this area. We configure, we need three server for test purpose: HTTP, SSH, and FTP. At least we can test everything with these one. Okay, so we download TTY Linux and we configure them. Next time we will make a lab in GNS3 like this one. If you want to prefer GNS3, so we will install F5 load balancer there, and then we will create the same server like here. And also the third one which we will use Eve. We will configure and install LTM there, and then later on whatever you like you can do practice there. And GNS3 we are using these servers, which is called Toolbox. Again the same services they will provide you. And for the client we will use WebTerm, which I will show you, don't worry. And the copy which we will use QEMU copy and write, which is QCow. And also I will show you an Eve as well, that how we can install these in Eve as well. Okay, so let me close this.